the KHQA Student Athlete of the Week, sponsored by Blessing Health System.
It's a goal that we've wanted to have for a long time. Obviously, we want to go under the 15-minute range. We'll hope that comes. We went through injury this summer, setting us back a big ways. So to hit that margin shows us that we've made back the time that we've lost in the practicing. So now it's just keep building off that time and keep dropping it.
Repeating as conference champion last week, Ben Chance ran the fastest 5K in Bowling Green history at 15:25. Not that the Bobcat senior is any stranger to setting new school standards. He already shattered high water marks, by the way, during the track season in both the mile and 2-mile. Nor does Ben lack for EMO honors. In point of fact, he's been previously decorated 11 times and counting between both track and field and cross country. It is, however, the one award not on Chance's resume that now has his undivided attention. A state cross-country championship, and that's where things get a little complicated.
It's a lot. I'm obsessed with it a lot. I really want to get that title, and I think because I couldn't those 3 years and because he was such a big outlook and, he had so much potential to be great, and I think it's my chance that I can step up and really take that title.
Key in that equation was Connor Burns, widely considered the nation's best prep distance runner last season, and the reason Ben was a state runner-up rather than a champion last fall. With Burns now off running at Collegiate Power Oregon, a window has opened. Not that Ben didn't learn a thing or two from being Burnsed a couple of times along the way.
It showed me that, there's always going to be someone better, and you need to keep pushing yourself, and I feel like he really allowed me to push myself to the best and to get myself in the mindset that, maybe I don't get the title 3 years, but this last year is one that I need to.
As he tries to run down that goal, Ben considers himself doubly blessed to be aided in that quest by a Hall of Fame level head coach, one he also considers fortunate enough to call dad.
He's great. He's always there, telling me from his past experiences what we can work on. He knows about the sport a lot, so he knows to tell me what I need to do and what I should work on, and we think about that. And he's had the college experience, so he's given me what he knows and what he's been told his whole life, so that really helps what I can do.
But there's also Ben's own natural competitive streak at play as well, one that has fueled not just his running, but his classroom success as well.
I like having high grades, and if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it right and make sure I get the highest grades I can in that class. So, that's always what I want to keep in mind is, keeping a high GPA and being able to stay above that B and A range,
Not surprisingly, a young man who lives his day, fighting a stopwatch at every turn, has developed a penchant for time management.
I'm always thinking ahead, making time for everything, making sure I get everything done on time. And, I think time management plays a big factor in most of the things I can do, and that's in running and in school.
As for the future, there are already Division I college suitors awaiting.
I've always wanted to go Division I. I've kind of been like, if I don't go to Division I, I'm probably going to go to a trade school. But now that I'm starting to get some attention from those schools, it's really making me want to push myself more and hit those times that I know I can get into a Division I school with a good scholarship and maybe not as much stress on the money side.
And a very definite educational endgame in mind.
I like auto collision, so I'm looking in that, and there's a automotive technical at one of the schools I want to go to, so I was looking into that and possibly going into the automotive field, doing something in that range.
Idiot Ben Chance is maximizing the opportunity he's been afforded as part of a luminous senior class that has given his sports-crazed community so much to cheer for, including a state team track and field title that Ben's fingerprints were all over last spring.
We had a bunch of key people last year that helped us get to that state mark, and being able to help in that it's pretty awesome, and knowing that we have our community behind us and our community is going to help us at whatever we need and help us reach those marks is awesome.